folks, MACT here at MACT Garage, and I have this Worx trimmer. It's a 2-in-1. It's a edger and a trencher, and has a lot of different things that we can do with it, but I wanted to edge my sidewalk driveway. But the bonus is it will trench a little bit, so you can put down something through the yard if you really wanted to. But mainly I bought it to be an edger, and I wanted to open the box, put it together, and then show you how it actually works. A little bit about this thing is that it is I think what it says here, a 12 amp motor on it. It is corded, it is not a battery operated unit, so therefore we don't have to worry about charging a battery, but you do have to drag a cord around with you. But that is neither here nor there. Other information it does have is 120 volts, 60 hertz. It is a let's see, load speed is 5,300 RPM. That's moving along. 7.5 inch cutting blade on it, and it will go from a depth of 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and it weighs just a mere 14 pounds. So hopefully it's heavy enough to do the edging and it doesn't pop up and all this other stuff. But let's go ahead and put this thing together after I open the box and see what it has inside. We'll go ahead and open this box. Just got it. Bought it on Amazon, so I'll put the link down below where you can get it on Amazon. But let's go ahead and unpack this. All sorts of cardboard that comes with it. It looks like it comes basically in one piece. Pretty simple. Let's get everything out. Got a few tires, and that's pretty much it. This is how it comes together for you. Pretty hefty unit, as you can see here. But let's see what else we got. We gotta rip this plastic bubble wrap. Everybody loves bubble wrap. You can pop bubble wrap all day. It's not the big stuff. Doesn't make a lot of noise. But anyway, we'll give it to the daughters to play with because they like bubble wrap, right? What kid doesn't? But it looks like we have cords here. Flat cord. Not a real heavy duty cord on here, folks. Pretty much what we got. Got a little bit of tape on here that we got to take off. Don't know why they got tape on there for that, but we'll go ahead and get that tape off of there. And it looks like all you do is pop it in. It says it's adjustable to some point. We got a couple of twist ties here. I guess these go in here. We'll read the directions real quick. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And yes, that is what we do. We have this here that goes on the handle right here to give you extra oomph. But let's go ahead and check this out. It's a coiled cord for adjustability, so you have that. But essentially all you're going to be doing is setting this thing up and tossing this bolt through right here, which they happen to have going in there pretty good. Now the problem I'm seeing right now is getting it through with the cord. Yeah, buddy. How are you gonna get that bolt through there with that cord is the question. So we got to work that bolt through there without catching the cord. And it looks like I was successful in that endeavor. So then we line that up with the curvature. And I have it set at a longer length, but we'll go ahead and go with that for now. But I don't think so. What we're going to do is slide this down further. Like I said, that cord is the problem. So I'm going to give them a nix-a on the cord deal there a bit. There we go. Not a big problem, but definitely something you want to be aware of when you're doing this right here. So as you can see, we have it all set up here, and it's down to the actual opening here for the pipe. So we have that one set. Now we want to take and adjust this one all the way down, and again we're going to run this bolt all the way through, and for usage purposes we're going to run the bolt the same way. Get it slid in there, and we just tighten this bolt right up with this plastic wing nut. Let's see how strong this thing is going to be over the long duration of time. But we got it nice and tight. Looks pretty sturdy, so let's put this handle on here. Now it depends what you want to do. If you're holding it on, you might want to adjust it with your left hand, so you of course put it on the appropriate way. Pull this bolt out of here, and it looks like it's a pretty simple process. Just sliding it, spreading it out. There you go. And then you just tighten that up. And I put it on the left side just so that I can get this bolt through here. There we go. And now you got the handhold, and you can adjust that however you want it. But that's it. It's got a retention plug here that you can put the cord through. Right here you have the cord, your extension cord. You can take and run it around here and then plug it into this plug right here. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up, and let's get a nice close view of everything else on here. We have this blade, and let me get you a good close picture of the blade. This is the blade. Look at that bad boy. I guess we're going to chomp away at some stuff. It's a pretty decent blade. And the area behind it and everything, cleaning. That's your guide right there. This is your adjustment. And this is the adjustment area right here. So you can take and slide that down, pick it up, whatever you're going to be doing when you go to adjust it. So let's see how that actually works. See if I can get this. Have the edge right there, as you can see where it guides along, or you can pop it down and you can start doing your trenching this way. So that's how it does it. You just push it. That helps you guide, so when you're cutting and trimming your sidewalk, you have that much depth onto it. Or if you want to trench, you just simply pull this back right here by lifting it up. You lift it up and pull it back and let it go, and then that blade guide drops down so you can trench, and you can get pretty deep there. Look at that. You get pretty deep. So that is how that all works. We will probably use it in this fashion, so we can go ahead and do our edging the way we want to do our edging. So that is how that works out right there. Now if you want to adjust your tire, you just take and move this, and then you can adjust this tire up and down to whatever you want. You can have it all the way up if you want, but if you want it down to whatever level you're going to be doing, you just simply then lock this in, and it will ride along just like so on your unit. So this Worx has a few adjustments here. You got your adjustment here. These are not adjustable as far as the rear tires, and then of course your trenching guide. Other than that, that is pretty much it. let's go ahead and see how this thing works. Real quick, this is the owner's manual that you get, and this is the model number WG896. This is the Worx unit, and we go through it, and the instructions, got your registration card. The instructions aren't too terribly bad. Amp rating based on the wiring that you're using, 18 gauge all the way down to 12, and it's not recommended for anything less than 12 apparently. So if you don't have 12 gauge, you're going to melt your cords, so you want to be careful of that. You have all your different parts listed right here, so you have easy access, and the directions are pretty simple. It shows you how to take and hook your cord up through the unit to loop it so it doesn't pull on it. So that is pretty simple all by itself. A little loop, and then you have it hanging there, and then you can go ahead and do your edging. It's all pretty simple, and it tells you how to do the adjustments, how to safely use it based on whatever you're going to be doing. Lots of pictures and other assembly operation information, and then of course it goes into foreign languages. So overall it did a pretty good job. It had a little bit of a tough spot right here, but the driveway is done. Got it all finished. Sidewalk, curb, the whole curb is done. The overgrowth was really bad along the curb here, but the sidewalk, keep in mind folks, this is the first time this has ever been edged. I've never edged it since I've lived here, so about time to start doing it, but we got her done. This is the blade after its first use. maybe 15-20 minutes of use, so none the worse for the wear, I guess. But it might be wise to make sure you have blades available or know where you can go buy them, just in case. You can see where it got worn out there a little bit, hitting the concrete when I was hitting that. It's really hard to get away from that, but it did work, and my driveway is edged. MACT and MACT Garage, and we have used this Worx. Yes, we've used it, and it worked like a champ. Cord and all, did not have a problem. It did exactly what it was designed to do. So for the $80 or $90 that I paid for it, worth it. Saves me a lot of string trimming, which was never as good. So this gets a thumbs up for me. It worked. And remember, join MACT Garage on YouTube and also MACT Garage on Facebook. The Band of One has some great music for you, and I look to see you next time for my next video. My feet hit the floor today, and I'm having a great day, and I want you to have a great day too. Happy 4th of July.